What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update of Bitcoin. We're also going to go through my watch list, just kind of scroll around, look at some altcoins as well. We're going to be looking at these on the 12-hour time frame so we get a little bit more information. And also, guys, if you want to help this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all being here with me today, and we're going to dig into this. So first of all, for Bitcoin, main thing on the 12-hour we've been seeing here is we want to stay up above this 20 EMA. We've still been respecting it. So when we start having candle closes below it, that's when I'm going to be a little bit more cautious, but we do need to be cautious in this area up here at 16,485. And the reason for that is that's resistance, and you're also seeing like some spinning top candles, hanging man candles, different things like that that can give you a little bit of a warning that we may need some type of cooling down like we did this last time when we saw that rickshaw man doji candle. Then we had a nice big retracement, we pushed up again, and that retracement came down to that 20. So if we did have another retracement back down to that, that's going to put us at 15,455, and I believe that would still be very healthy for the market to get some type of correction so that we can get through $20,000 with plenty of room to run for those blue sky breakouts. But the main thing right now is just seeing if we can stay up above this 20 EMA. And I'm looking at that because, guys, we broke out of the symmetrical triangle on October 8th, 2020, and we've been trading up above that for over an entire month now, up above this 20 EMA. So I'm definitely going to watch that area. If we do break down through there, the next support area I would look for is 14,892 are going to be the support areas, and overhead resistance. We got to get up through 16,485 if Bitcoin wants to keep pushing. If we get another little leg here, it could be up to 17,139 is going to be the overhead resistance. If we get into the technicals for Bitcoin, we take a look here on the 1-day time frame. We have a 3 sell, 7 neutral, 18 buy, oscillators 2 sell, 6 neutral, and a 3 buy. So basically the sell is going to be a commodity index channel. We got a lot of neutrals here, and then buys, awesome oscillator, the momentum, and the MACD. And then for a sell here, we're also going to have the Williams percentage range. And for the most part, in terms of the 5 moving average, the 10, the 20, 30, 50, 100, and 200, they are all throwing buy signals since we're still up above that. But I would just be careful in this area, guys, because we've had a lot of price pushing up here, and we still have that negative divergence on the RSI. So basically, price was going up, and we're actually losing a little relative strength on the 12-hour. So just be careful in this area. This is where we're really starting to get overextended, and we just may need to take that breather, that cooling down period. And the last time we did that, we ended up going down roughly about 10%. So cool-offs of 10, 20%, they can happen very fast in this market, and I think it'd be healthy for the market. So that's going to be Bitcoin, guys. Let's move on here, and we'll just kind of scroll down. Let's go to Ethereum. We're at $474, looking pretty decent there, still up above the 20, the 50, 100, 200. In terms of overhead resistance, we'll try to get up above 465 and have a candle close up above that, and we did have a 12-hour candle close up above that. So the next target we look up to is $489 is going to be the overhead resistance area. In terms of support, we want to stay up above about 417. This here was previous resistance. We would want it to become a support flip. Had a little bit of volume coming in earlier today as well. RSI sitting at 67. Kind of the same situation here in the RSI. Just be careful of this divergence as price been going up. The RSI hasn't really been gaining a lot of strength. But for Ethereum, the main thing you're looking for is to stay up above this purple trend line and just keep holding these moving averages, seeing if we can get up through that $489 there for ETH. So be aware of that. Next, we're going to look at Litecoin. Litecoin's at $65 right now, $65.21. Went up close to our overhead resistance area, and that was about 67.45 is going to be the overhead resistance. In terms of support, we want to hold 63.37. The RSI is at 64 right now, up above the 20, the 50, 100, and 200, as well as this purple trend line. So this is one, if you're longer on Litecoin, you just kind of want to let it ride because we're in that uptrend now. We've been forming those higher highs and higher lows, and that's what you're looking for there. So that's going to be Litecoin, guys, just a little rapid fire there. Let's take a look at XRP. Excuse me, I'm glad to be here with you on a Friday night. I just had a little time in the office to myself, and I was just like, man, I want to come on here, talk to my people a little bit, so I appreciate you guys being here with me. So for XRP, we're trying to get up above roughly 0.26501 is going to be overhead resistance. If we can get up through that, we're going to look to around that 0.27963, and we could run pretty hard because we've been basically in this trading range for quite a while, and if we start getting candle closes up above that, that could be pretty nice. But we do have to be aware of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts dumping, we're going to have to see if the money from Bitcoin goes into the altcoins, or if the whole market's just going to sell off a little bit once we do take that breather for Bitcoin. So be aware of that. In terms of support, what we want to hold is 0.24624 is going to be the support area for XRP. Same deal. As we zoom out here, we want to continue to stay up above this purple trend line. That's going to be the trend line that's important for us. And let's just see if we can start getting some volume and some moves to the upside. So that's XRP. If you're here for that, let me know down low. Zcash, guys, did pretty well here. We did a video on that yesterday. I believe it was around $61 or $62. Today we're up to about $65.38, so we got a nice little push up above all our moving averages. We got a little bit of a breakout here as well from this purple downtrend line. Had a 12-hour candle close, so the main thing now we need to get up above $65.94 is going to be the overhead resistance. Then we're going to look up to roughly around $71.37 and then $73.62. And like we talked about with the halving coming up for Zcash here, this may be one that's going to move a little bit, so I'm just keeping my eye on it as well. In terms of support, we wouldn't want to drop much below about $60.37 is going to be where the volatility stop is there. And you can see we had some heavier volume coming in. RSI's at 62. So that's going to be Zcash there. See if we got some other ones. So let's take a look at Link. Link is at $12.83, still up above our white trend line here. Higher lows still coming in, up above all of our moving averages, so that's looking decent. Main thing we want to see for Link is if we can get up above, we call it roughly about $13.47 and be up to around $13.92 is going to be the overhead resistance, then roughly up to around that $16.56. In terms of support, let's see if we don't want to lose about $10.13 is going to be the area there for Link. RSI sitting at 57. So we're just going to try to continue these higher highs and higher lows coming in. And then let's get into Tezos here. Tezos is at $2.14. Main thing with Tezos here, we've had some pretty good divergence. So price was going down. We had higher lows on the RSI. We've been moving sideways, really tight candles. So we're going to see if we get that next explosive move to the upside, see if we can get up over top of $2.25 and then be up around that white 200 moving average at $2.37 or the overhead targets. To the downside, we wouldn't want to lose $1.95 is going to be the volatility stop, and then down around that $1.87 there. But the main thing for Tezos is trying to change this trend. We're starting to change this trend, starting to bottom out a little bit. My ultimate target would be up around in the weeks and months to come about $3.35 if we're going to get there. So that's one of the spots I'm looking at. And guys, if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Have a wonderful Friday night. God bless each and every one of you.